Hi, these are my 5 favourite bikini body exercises to tone up 5 different parts of the body: arms, abs, waist, back, and glutes. So don't get me wrong, I don't believe in any kind of body shaming, but I am a physiotherapist and I know a lot of people do like to do some exercises to make sure they feel confident in a bikini. So I'm going to teach you 5 different ways of doing so in a safe way. So we're going to start with the abs. We're going to lie on our back here, and we're going to do a dead bug. So the aim is to flatten through the lower tummy here. With these kind of exercises, we get to draw in and stop pushing out through that tummy. Sometimes you don't have much fat there, but you can push out. Okay, so we're going to tuck through the chin, open through the chest, sink those ribs down, keep a little arch in the lower back. During these exercises, that's very important to keep drawing in through the lower tummy. If we crunch, we push out here, look. So if we keep that little arch in the lower back, then it keeps the back into a good position and really keeps you drawing in through that tummy. Legs up, one at a time, draw the ribs down, scoop in the tummy, keep the knee at 90 degrees and draw those ribs down to pick up the other one. The arms go straight up in front of us like this. We're going to be straightening out the right leg and the left arm. Keep drawing those ribs down, scooping in the tummy. Don't let that back arch anymore. We're going to do 40 of these total. Take your time, bring the legs down if you start to struggle. Good stuff. Keep stretching out that leg and keep drawing the ribs down. When the arm comes up above the head, you're going to want to lift up through the ribs. Keep it going. Around halfway through now. Good stuff. Keep the toes pointed or pull the toes up if you want to. Keeping that chin tucked and the chest open. Good. Keep making sure you come back to 90 degrees at the knee and the hip. Brilliant. We've got around 10 to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. So bringing those legs down. Now then, if you find that one a little bit too difficult, then there is another option. We're going to be on the hands and knees here, and you can stretch out alternate arms and legs whilst drawing in through the tummy. So if you work on that, keeping everything nice and still, drawing in through the tummy, get that nice and strong, you can flip over and give the other ones a try. So, whilst we're in this position, I'm going to take you through the arm exercises. So we can't get away from press-ups being a wonderful exercise for the arms. I'd like your hands to be hip-width apart. Now you have a few different options. Obviously the full press-up, can I demonstrate? Come into the plank, lowering and push back up. You have the full press-ups. I prefer half press-ups, despite the fact that I can do the full ones. So I get myself into this position. You want a plank position from the shoulders to the knee, so a straight line from the shoulders to the knees. And we're lowering down, coming back up. Keep the head in line, keep the chin tucked, keep the lower tummy drawn in, and the shoulders down away from the ears. So we are going to do 3 sets of 12 of these with a mini break in between. Off we go. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go as low as you can. 10. Now then, so have a little break there. Did I just do 10? Another 2. 12. Brilliant. So you can do box press-ups if you found those a little bit difficult. So having your rest now in between, I'm just demonstrating. Those are your box press-ups. But try and do the middle range like I showed you here. We are ready for the next set. Tucking the bottom under, scooping in the tummy, shoulders down away from the ears, keeping that head up in line. Off we go. 2, 3. Don't reach down with the chin like I tried to do there. 6. Straighten the elbows all the way. 2 more. May have lost count there. Brilliant. Sit back into your heels if you want in between for your little rest. Good, so these will work wonders for toning up through those arms. It works the triceps really nicely and the deltoid muscle. Good stuff. And obviously really good for the rest of the body as well, especially if you keep yourself nicely aligned from the knees to the shoulders. It also takes you away from that bony bit of the knees there. And if you come forwards, it brings you onto the fleshy bit at the top of the knee. Good, and more weight on your arms, which means you work them more. Off we go, last set of these, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Fantastic. So you can see how just 3 sets of 12 of those press-ups can be quite challenging, especially if you do them well with everything in a good position. So we're going to move on to glutes now, or bottom or butt, whatever you want to call it. So these are my favourite exercise for the glutes. We're going to be on the elbow here, so it is working the shoulder a little bit as well. This leg is going to stay up and in line with the body, and we are going to do 20. So lift that leg up, lifting up with the hip, and we're lifting and lowering through that hip. 2, 3, 4. Draw in through here. 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10. 2, 3. Keep that leg strong. 5. You can use this hand a little bit at the front. So that's 20, brilliant. We're going to do 2 times 20 each leg. Swapping that over, come to that side, lifting that leg up, keeping it strong, and then 20 on this side. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So another 10. You feel it on the bottom hip and the top hip. Keep breathing. 9, 10. Brilliant. We've got another times 20 each leg. I'm going to give you an alternative. You can just have the knees together here, so the hips are lifting up and down, like so. And that's a little bit easier. You can have your hand here in front to work a little bit there. Okay, so we're going to do another times 20 on this side. Stay strong through that elbow. Stretch out that top leg and up and down. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10. You'll really feel these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Swap sides. The problem is you don't really get much rest on these ones, because on each side you're working the top hip and the bottom hip. But we're working the glute med muscle, which is the muscle on the side here, and that one helps to stabilize around the hips. So extremely useful for anything like back pain or any instability around there. And it also works with your abs for core, so keeping that top leg high, up and down. And of course, we're still working the waist on these exercises too. Make sure you come all the way down with that hip each time. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20. Fantastic. They're really difficult. So you can sit up and cross the legs and just ease forwards into it. That'll stretch off those glutes a little bit after that one. So just moving on to another part of the body, we're going to do back exercises here. And these balance the press-ups really nicely by working, the press-ups work the front of the chest, and these ones are going to work the back. So we're going to be on our front here with the tucked a little bit. Just hovered off the ground. The arms are out to the side there and the fingertips pointing forwards, 90 degrees at the elbow and the shoulder. And we're going to be lifting and lowering, but I want you to think about tucking under with the tailbone here. The legs are firmly planted on the floor. Tummy is scooped in. And we're just going to be lifting and lowering, like so. Good. And we're going to do 20 of those. So off we go. Chin tucked. Shoulders down away from the ears, and lift and lower. Good. 3, 7, 9, 10. Another 10. Pulling those shoulder blades together. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. We're going to do 3 sets of 20. I'm just going to change the exercise a little bit on the last one. Okay. So that's enough of a rest, I think. Bottom under, tummy in, head hovered. Off we go. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Good work. So you should feel that around the shoulder blades. And because you're having to work the back here as well to keep yourself just hovered off the floor, then that's going to be toning through there as well. So the last exercise in this set of 3, we're just going to go there and we're going to stretch forwards and back. Concentrate more on the pulling down and back each time. Pull like that. So we're going to do 20 of those. Start with the arms to the side. Chin tucked, head hovered. Hover the arms forward and back. 2, keep those feet on the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10. Keep breathing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm hoping those glutes have recovered from that last exercise when we were on the side, because we're coming into a side plank for the last one to work this waist area. Now, the one option is use this ball here to do the exercise, but you can just use a tin of beans or a really light hand weight. This is a 1K ball. You don't want to go too much higher than that. 1.5 is probably okay. But the position is 1 foot in front of the other here. Coming up into the side plank, you can see this foot almost plants itself down. The ball or the weight is just up to the front there or side, and we're swinging round and up, round and up, and you're just reaching that ball through a little bit there using the waist. And as you come up to the top, it stops. You don't let it swing back. Okay, so we're going to do 20 each side times 2, just like we did on the glutes one. So hand planted firmly. If you've got problems with your wrist there, you can do it on the elbow. So hand planted firmly, legs out, arm up, and off we go. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10. You feel that waist working. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good stuff. Tiny little break, and then we're going to go onto the other side and do the same thing. So there we go, hand down, legs out, 1 in front of the other. Lift up those hips, assume the position, and off we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Fantastic. Just a little break. And then we've got the other side of this is the last exercise. And if you work through this every day, then this is something that could really help to tone up the whole body, along with obviously some diet adjustments and a little bit of cardio to keep you fit. Okay, so onto that hand, legs out 1 at a time, pushing up, nice and strong, and off we go. 2, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Keep strong through the arm. 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Maybe skimped on that last one a little bit. And then the other side, onto that hand, legs out, and off we go. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, keep it going, 17, 18, 19, 20. Fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed those exercises, my 5 favourite exercises to get confident in that bikini. And of course, I'm not into any kind of body shaming, but I know you guys have searched for this video. So all I can do is put it out there as a physiotherapist. 5 safe exercises. Now, I don't know your level of exercise, so I hope none of those exercises hurt your back at all. You've got to be careful with all of this. But if you do this little and often, then it should tone up those important parts of the body and just make you feel a little more confident. Now, as I said a little while ago, you need to add a little bit of cardio and some stretching and all sorts of other things. And if you explore my channel, I have a good range of all of these kind of workouts to help you feel much more healthy. So remember to subscribe and click like on this workout, share it with your friends, and give me a quick comment in the comment box and tell me what you thought.